My fish fam! It's Nikachu, Merfolk Master. I'm here with my brother, and we are going to look at the new upgrades for modern Merfolk, and also play some games with them, too. We've got Tishana's Tidebinder and Deep Root Pilgrimage. Let's get right into it. Tishana's Tidebinder is an instant hit. I knew it when I saw it. I've been waiting for a stifle on a Merfolk for eternity. The entire existence I've ever played Modern, I'm like, we could use a stifle on a Merfolk. We could use a stifle on a Merfolk. We could use stifle on a Merfolk. And they finally printed it for us. And not only that, it is so good that actually a bunch of other decks are playing it in a variety of different formats. I knew it was a multi-format all-star. And sadly, because of that, the price of it is getting pushed up, jacked up really high. I mean, it's like between $30 and $50 online. It's ridiculous. Flash. When Tishana's Tidebinder enters the battlefield, counter up to one target activated or triggered ability. If an ability of an artifact, creature, or planeswalker is countered this way, that permanent loses all abilities for as long as Tishana's Tidebinder remains on the battlefield. So if you activate or trigger anything from the One Ring, that's it. It's dead. It's not doing anything for the rest of the game, which is fantastic. I'm highly looking forward to that. Same thing like a Primeval Titan, it's nothing. You can counter, like, unfortunately, Urza's Saga is an enchantment and a land, so you can only counter one of the 1/3 chapters on an Urza Saga, but you can choose that it doesn't add mana, or they don't get the construct part, or they don't get the tutoring part, which is still fine. But the point is, for years I've said that in triggered and activated abilities have been running completely loose in Modern. There's like no defense against it. I strongly believe we should have Stifle in Modern. I've been saying this for years. I thought they were going to print it in Modern Horizons 1 or 2. They still haven't done it yet. One of the biggest backbreaking thing about Modern is not being able to defend yourself versus activated and triggered abilities. And finally, we've got it with Tishana's Tidebinder. And it is a 3/2 creature, which is not too bad because plus a Lord, that's 4 damage at a time. Now, this we knew was going to be an all-star. The card we weren't so clear to be an all-star, because this is not exactly something I ever hoped for, was Deep Root Pilgrimage. It's an enchantment for a blue 1 generic. Whenever one or more non-token Merfolk you control become tapped, create a 1/1 blue Merfolk creature token with hexproof. So if we attack with one or more creatures, we're going to get a 1/1 blue Merfolk creature with hexproof. Hexproof creatures, by the way, are completely busted. All right? They're very strong. I played a little one-on-one commander with Deep Root Waters, which is whenever you cast a Merfolk, you get a 1/1 hexproof creature. They are insane, because you just absolutely cannot touch them, and they are either very good chump blockers or really good attackers with Lords. And in addition to that, we can also force some of our cards to tap with Richard and Dockhand. Pay 1, tap target land. This card was okay. It has some place in the metagame because it's fine versus Cascade decks to like stall them a turn until they get Cascade online. But now we can tap things down and also get tokens out of it. So we're slowing them down while also progressing our own board. So it's not like before we're basically slowing ourselves down to slow our opponent down. We now can slow ourselves down well, not really. We now add to the board while slowing our opponents down. So that is a fantastic combo in its own right. And it's an enchantment. It's easy to cast for a blue 1 generic.
Stacks.
It stacks. That's right, it stacks. So you have several Deep Root Pilgrimages in play. Attack with 1 creature, and you get more.
Those tokens get boosted with those Lords.
Yeah, they do. We still have all them Lords. I did shave 2 Lord of Atlantises. This was like my theoretical list when I saw these 2 cards, or when all the spoilers got spoiled. Some notable things about my list. I'm shorter on Cavernous Souls. I don't know how important it is to get Deep Root Pilgrimage out on turn 2, but if you want to reliably get Deep Root Pilgrimage out on turn 2, you need 14 blue sources. So we've got our 10 islands, Minamo, Aboro, and 2 Ottawaras. I could be wrong. Like, maybe Deep Root Pilgrimage is really a turn 3, turn 4 play. I have no idea. I have not played with this card at all. So, as I learn more about this card and find out, well, this is not really a card I ever want to play on turn 2, maybe I'll add another Cavernous Souls, because it's still very reliable and important in Modern. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have much else to say. I got, like, a sideboard versus a variety of different matchups. Let's take it for a spin in a Modern League. Let's go.
Let's go.
Why am I playpen? No. Drop from Lake. Hold on. It has my Simic deck loaded, which I guess is technically legal. Okay, hold on. Change decks. Change to Modern Merfolk. This is it, right? Yeah. I have to say that in my heart of hearts, that okay, while we wait for our game to start, let me just show you. In my heart of hearts, I think Simic is something very important to look at because with 2 Kiora's followers out, it says untap to untap another target permanent. There are a few things you can do. It's like Mare Regery in that you can cast a Merfolk, untap land. So here you can cast a Merfolk, untap a land, play another Merfolk, untap your Ether Vial. But the most important thing is you have an infinite combo. If you have Deeproot Pilgrimage and 2 Cura's followers, you have them tap and untap each other infinite times, and you get infinite tokens.
Ding, ding, ding.
So I'm not going to playtest this thing today, but it's just something to keep in mind. I think it's very important to potentially explore in the future. Oh, Magic the Gathering Online is a little bit different. They changed it a little bit aesthetically. You won the die roll. Would you like to play first? Sure. I feel like I don't know what else is different. The cards look smaller.
Yes.
I feel like the cards are smaller, but everything's off. So they made the square bigger, I think. Okay, this hand's trash. Or I don't know what I'm up against, so I'm just assuming it's trash. Also, I'm still on the... this hand... This hand is actually sort of fine. I'll keep it. A lot of Sveiloons will dump one of them, but we have a decent curve of like Ether Vial, then we flash in a dock hand. We can even slow our opponent down, then we tick up to 2 to get Harbinger in play. And yeah, having an Ether Vial on 3 in this deck is not the most mind-blowing because we only have... Well, no, I do have still a Glasspool Mimic, so it's not too bad. And we'll just start spitting out some Sveiloons from there. Harbinger is still a Trickster? Yeah, I don't like Trickster. I think I playtested Trickster a lot. I think it's just a crap card now. It has almost no playability.
Is it still your phone wallpaper?
Yeah, it is. I like the art. Oh, no, it's not actually. Sorry. No, my art now is Sveiloon. I think Trickster's only good benefit is removing the abilities from Dragon Rage Channeler while it's attacking, and also blowing up a construct, and that is it. I actually don't think Trickster has any strategic purpose. I mean, it can sort of disguise your hand when you pass with like 3 or 4 mana, because you could have Harbinger, you could have Trickster, you could have Tishana's Tidebinder. I just don't think it's worth it. I think bouncing like Rhino tokens, Merc Tides, bouncing a Dragon Rage Chalice when you have Chalice on 1. I think Harbinger just has way more play. Bouncing the scam targets. Yeah, we'll keep this. And we'll dump Sveiloon.
They definitely changed the aesthetic of the little...
They did, yeah.
The
little
rules thing.
The aesthetic has changed. I don't like this because I used to have this squared off, and my cards just look too small now. So they're at 6, we're at 6. We both mulliganed, so it's fair. It's fair game. But also the game feels different. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting paranoid. Stomping Ground, come to stomp me down. Crashing Footfalls. All right, we know what we're up against. So this is good on the play because our dock hand will slow them down on 1 critical turn. Oh, look, we have several dock hands. Okay, so that's actually pretty good because now our Sveiloon is going to be in really good shape. Because very likely Sveiloon will be indestructible. So if we get 2 lands, this will really hamper a Footfall deck. Lorien revealed. What will you reveal? Well, it's always an island. Isn't it better with more flash in the deck now? No! Like, what is... Like, what, Trickster is better because of flash? Like I said, it might disguise your hand a little bit better, but really, overall, that's not that important. I think what's more important is how does Trickster affect the board? And I think Harbinger has a significantly better... more impactful, back-breaking effect on the board than Trickster does. Okay, so it looks like our dock hand is going to die. But little do they know, we've got dock hand number 2. That's right. Unfortunately, I can't attack with either of them, though. Unless they shock themselves for Mystical Dispute, which is possible.
There you go.
Got another... Ooh. All right, maybe I'm just going to pass both. Yeah, sure. Let's just pass with both. I better put a stop at my opponent's upkeep. Okay, another Lorien revealed. Yeah, you better. These dock hands are going to do a number to you. They're probably going to play fire or something here. They didn't even tap. Did they tap for mana? I can't tell. No, they just let it resolve. Okay, that's fine. So well, we're going to get the Sveloon in play and probably attack into a Footfalls. This I really don't have any answer to this Footfalls at the moment. All my counter spells are in the sideboard. Okay, Harbinger naked or save it later?
Save it.
I think I'm going to play Harbinger naked. I can get in at least 4 points of damage. And yeah, I can get in 4 points of damage. That's the most important thing.
And you can at least get a Sveloon on the board, too.
Yeah.
Big. That's pretty big.
Ooh, that is so big. But they still have Mystical Dispute up. Yeah, so I'm thinking right now, how do I play this? Probably I should just hold this in my hand and wait until next turn. What's the math here? I attack for 2. Because if they Mystical Dispute this, that's big sad. But what I think they can do is they'll... When I try to tap their lands on their next turn, I might go Island, Steam... No, I'll still attack these things. What's going to end up happening is they're probably going to play a Cascade spell at instant speed. And then once they play a Cascade spell at instant speed... And I don't even have to tap both dock hands, by the way. I can just tap one, go to their draw step. When they play the thing at instant speed, then hopefully I kill them. I attack them for 2. They go to 14. I have Sveloon in play. The next turn, I can attack for 4, 7. Like, it's basically going to be lethal, and these things have natural island walk, so let's attack for 2. Hexcatcher's main board count. That is, oh, yeah, that's true. I still have Hexcatcher.
Have you tried the Izzet version with Flame of Vanor?
No, I don't. I actually really... The more I think about it, I don't really believe in the Flame of Vanor build because you have to play Silvergill Adept, which is just bad. I'm putting Sveloon in play right now so I can give all my creatures ward, which I just think is important. Okay, we're going to first tap the Stomping Ground. Now, if they float mana, I'm going to tap the other land with Dock Hand at their upkeep. Sorry, at their draw step, because the mana leaves at their okay, so they didn't even wait. So they just want to Cascade right now. That's fine, which means the next land that they play, I can tap down with the other Dock Hand. Okay, so you get some Crushing Footfalls, but I'm like way ahead on the board here.
Also, the mana symbols are different now too.
They've got some weird new way of storing or saving the mana. I don't know how to describe it. I tap your land anyway. Hello, Dominic. Have you ever tried... Yeah, oh, I did. I have played the Izzet version. I'm just not playing it anymore. I think there is some legs to it, but the problem is you have to play Silvergill Adept, which is just... It's just a god-awful card. Okay, so outside of Subtlety, we should be able to play this Mass of the Pearl Trident and wipe our opponent out. Ooh, I can even save 1 mana. Because they can still kill this. How much damage can I get through? So it's 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then they're like really close to dead. Like super close. Just trying to figure out, like, do I want to go all out here? And I think the answer is yes. Okay, so, because they'll go to 3. They can no longer fetch or anything. Like, I think even if they tried to play Fury, it wouldn't do very much. Like, is it worth it? I could... Stalling them still seems to have some sort of value.
Draw a card.
Yeah, let's draw a card, see what happens. Also, I can play another Sveloon. Oh, we get the Deep Root Pilgrim. Well, this is completely pointless at this point.
Still good.
Okay, and upkeep, pass. I think Dockhand is... Well, Dockhand plus Aether Vial versus Cascade deck is great. Okay, we'll tap this. Tap your green source.
We're taking it away from you anyway.
Yeah.
You want to pay that ward? No.
I guess not. They do have a problem attacking, because then I'll just attack back and just go wide on them.
Also, you have Island Walk.
Okay, so they are going to kill this. They do have to pay the ward. Yeah, you don't want to fetch. You don't want to do anything. Okay, they're going to do nothing. That's fine. I might just get in there with deep root, dock hands.
Lord, come on. Big, huge, boom.
It's not bad, because like I can tap things down and then just make a bunch of tokens. Like let's see if this resolves. Hopefully it does. I don't. Damn it. Okay, the Mystical Dispute is in the main deck of Footfall decks. I could play around a dispute by tapping the land now, playing Deeproot Pilgrimage, because they won't float the mana. But I really want to... I mean, I can get 2 guaranteed triggers anyway. So I attack with Sveloon. I can tap with Dockhand.
Yeah, just do it.
How does this work here? So weird. These guys have Island Walk naturally.
Play it like he doesn't even have the
No, I don't like that. I don't like playing like... I don't play like that around here. On the other hand, if I Dockhand right now, then it's like even more awkward. Because they will very likely play something next turn, right? I think.
Homie, don't play that.
Yeah, the 3/4 blocker messes up math big time. I'm still drawing 2 cards a turn.
Just do it. Get it out of his hand anyway.
Okay.
You got it, you got it.
They're playing like they have it, although I've been letting them... Okay, excellent. Okay, they're totally screwed. So we're going to get like 3 tokens a turn. So
Snuffleupafish, back on the wave.
Oh, thank you very much, Snuffleupafish. I really appreciate it. All right, we have 2 triggers. 1 creature attacked. We got a Tidebinder. That's insane with our Aether Vial on 3. Okay, we're gonna get this, and then oh man, this is gonna be triggers galore. I have to make sure, like with Hexproof. Sorry, like with Aether Vial, I have to auto stack some triggers, or I'm just gonna lose to my own triggers. Okay, so upkeep. Let's tap some lands, and we're gonna get trigger for every single one.
And it's a Rhino blocker. Resignation in 5.
I need this thing to automatically resolve. This is going to be so annoying.
3, 2.
Well, they're not done yet.
1.
Aha! I have the... You thought you could cascade in these parts? No. Tishana's Tidebinder. You get nothing. I forgot. We were just saying I have no counterspells main deck. I have tons of counterspells main deck. We got Hexcatcher. We got the Tidebinder. This matchup was already pretty good, and now it's just going to be busted.
Sorry, but the Rhino's gone extinct.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, these hexproof creatures. I can just go wide for the win next turn. Yeah, Sinkhole main board. No, get me wrong. This is like a pretty good hand of like Vial plus 2 dock hands, and I like curved into 2 lands to completely hamper them. But like, yeah, this was easy peasy.
No chance.
No chance in hell.
He
Okay.
died.
What do we want to bring in here? More problems for them. Chalice. Okay, so now given Dock... Like, I used to side out Dockhand, keep Tideshaper. Now we're going to take out Tideshaper, keep Dockhand, because it just has that bit of extra synergy with Deeproot Pilgrimage. Card's not very good. To be honest, I like everything in here.
No changes.
This is like a spot where, like...
Run it back.
Maybe I'm overboarding.
No. Just run it back. It's invincible.
Is Chalice that good?
Yeah.
Okay, actually, maybe Chalice is a little bit weaker because they will definitely bring in Force of Vigor, and they can hit Chalice plus the Pilgrimage? I don't know. Maybe Pilgrimage is just not that important in this matchup. But it's great synergy with Dockhand, as we just saw. But it can avoid Fury, Fire. Oh, Deep Root Pilgrimage is great, I assume. Hold on, where's display card view? I have no sideboard plan versus anything yet. Now, I do want to have Harbinger because they do have subtle. They have, what's it called? They play with Murktide. And bouncing a token. I think it actually is not too bad to bounce half of a Crashing Footfall. I always found that annoying. And probably it is. It's like not that good. But the fact that it also hits Murktide pushes in the favor of playing Harbinger. Maybe I'm just going to shave a bunch of stuff. Sveluna's gas. I don't want to... Tishana's Tidebinder is gas. Island Walkers are gas. Counterspells are gas. What do I cut? It's all... I mean, it's probably Deep Root Pilgrimage. Okay, so let's chop, like, a Harbinger, and let's chop a Pilgrim... Let's chop 2 Pilgrimages. Especially on the draw. Maybe Pilgrimage is actually a pretty crappier card on the draw. Actually, I like that... theorizing. I'm going to take out 3 Pilgrimages on the draw. It doesn't sound like as good of a card in this particular matchup on the draw. Not to mention that it also runs hard into a what's it called? Force of Vigor. His hand is not that impressive, but I'll keep it. It's actually quite clunky. Oh, the Tidebinder is an insane addition to the deck. Island Pass. Do a little passaroonies around here. Where were you last turn? Where were you last turn? Okay, so I will just pass and then upkeep, play Hexcatcher to prepare myself from Shardless Agent or Violent Outburst. No, I can't play Hexcatcher. I was like, can I play Hexcatcher right now? Well, maybe I can, actually. Hold on. No. Ah! I should have played it right then and there when they played the Ketra Triome and play tapped, because now you can't counter my Hexcatcher with anything. I needed to stop at my end step, which I didn't have. Well, whatever. There's a lot of ways of cooking a Hexcatcher anyway.
It used to be called the London Mulligan, but now it's just the Mulligan.
Yeah.
Think about it.
You gonna fire him? You're fired. Yeah. Hexcatcher, you're fired. Okay, I'm gonna save myself 1 damage. You know, when Magic the Gathering Online said that they were changing the aesthetic, I thought it was gonna turn into... I honestly thought we're gonna have some feel like Arena, and it's basically Magic Online. Still, nothing really changed.
Oh, there's a little beam of light that travels around the...
Yeah, well, that is not very interesting to me. That's not the upgrade I was looking for.
Yeah, well, they spent a year working on it, so appreciate it.
I guess we're just going to throw a Sveloon out there. If a Crashing Footfalls is played, we can play... we have a lot of Lords. We go Lord, Dockhand, Glasspool Mimic, and on the following turn, Harbinger, like a Footfalls, and then still play a Lord and apply pressure. So I think this is a pretty good line. Red Summer that Rhinos run Tishana's Tidebinder themselves. All right, well, our triggers are... Their triggers are more important than our triggers. I mean, I'm not going to lie. If they Tishana's Tidebinder my Aether Vial, I'll be big sad face. I think they're short on mana or they have 2 Ottawaras in hand. Hence why they did this. Like, why would you waste this when you had this up? That's just so weird. Okay, so you have this. Actually, this doesn't matter. If it's like a burn spell, that Sveloon will be protected. Protected! This is not a bad time to talk about Glasspool Mimic in this deck. I'm leaning more and more to believing that we should be playing 22 lands in our deck. Oh, well, you're a little late. And the reason being, a long time ago... Okay, hold on. Oh, is this... Mystical Dispute? How about this? Do you remember this guy? You remember how much you hated him last game?
He's
Maybe
back.
you want to Mystical Dispute it. Hypnosis, thank you so much for joining the wave. I really appreciate it. Okay, so I'm just going to throw my Master of the Pearl Trident. If it gets countered, it gets countered. I can't do anything about that. All right, everything is going according to plan.
Big.
Do I get a land? I don't get a land. I get force
You can
negation.
pitch it to the other force negation.
I can't. I think actually I will. So I am going to play this Glasspool Mimic, so I can play both Harbinger. Or do I? How long is this game going to go? I might play Glasspool Mimic to copy a Lord. Okay, you're going to attack me for 8. No, F it. I'm just playing this thing. Could be a waste of resources, but I really want to play both these cards next turn. So, like I was saying, okay, the original Merfolk deck a long time ago played 20 lands, but we had 4 Silver Gill Adepts, 4 Spreading Seas main deck, and 4 Remans in the deck. So we had a lot of card draw to help curve out. We don't have that anymore, like, at all. Okay, I'm countering this. 2 Rhinos? No, thank you. Don't want to deal with it. We don't have anything close to that kind of, what's it called?
He's getting in there.
Yes. Well, you're attacking with this thing too, which is awkward. So you're telling me you have some answer to my Master of the Pearl Trident? So what if I take 10? Is that such a big deal?
You'll come out on top.
So my point being is I think I want to lean to having more mana sources in my deck, like Glasspool Mimic, or even just extra lands to help us curve into our 3 drops and consistently curve into 2 drops. I mean, 20 lands is enough to curve into 2 drops, but not 3 drops, not in the slightest. Trying to figure out, what do you have in your hand? You don't have a counter spell because you just let this thing get countered. So you have to have a lot of burn spells. So if I block this, you're going to kill this. I take 10. Can I attack you back? Not really. I mean, I can play Master of the Pearl. They're going to play another Footfalls for sure. So I bounce 1, and then you'll have a total of 14 damage the following turn. That's ugly. Can I beat a removal spell in general? If I block this, you kill this. These things trade off. Because you can kill it in a variety of ways, but probably the most prominent way is going to be fire. I mean, I guess it could be dead and gone. Then followed up with a Cascade. You played 1 fire already. That's a tough block.
Just take it.
That's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage.
And then you play Harbinger and bounce 1.
Probably have another Crash in hand. They might have Violent Outbursts and they're going to buff up their team. What is the case if that happens? Can I even beat that? Well, if they have another Violent Outburst, I guess that's big sad news. What is this? 5? How much am I attacking back for? 5. Not enough. Now I wish I pitched Harbinger. Oh, no, I can't pitch. I needed this thing. I needed a land. I do not know what they're up to, but this might be a little too much damage for my taste. Because if they have a removal spell for this anyway, then I'm boned. So let's just save some damage. Okay, they do have the Violent Outburst. So I'm going to take 10. Shardless Agent will die. Okay, how do I attack? How much am I allowed to attack and block for next turn? Probably what's going to happen, I'm going to play Lord Harbinger, attack with just the Lord, leave Svelun on blocking duty. The Scratching Footfalls is useless. Do you have another one? Or I just got rid of it? Minamo. Huh. Okay, so I can attack and then block. But I need more mana for that. That's mana I don't have. I mean, I guess I can Harbinger, bounce, and then untap my Svelun, so I'm attacking while blocking at the same time. But I think I should have Harbinger out as well. What I'm thinking is I play Harbinger, bounce a Rhino. They have 12 power in play. I play a Lord, attack for 3, set up lethal for next turn, but I have like both Harbinger and Svelun out as blockers so I don't die. Because I can't win this turn no matter what. And also I have to empty my hand, so like whatever I draw with Svelun is pretty useless. Okay, that resolves. Play Harbinger. The only thing I'm sort of fearing is a subtlety right now. See, drawing a card with Svaelun is pointless. I can attack for 8, but that's a pointless amount of damage. So I think I'm going to attack for 3, put my opponent down to 11, throw Svaelun and Harbinger under the bus, and I have 11 damage to kill my opponent on the following turn. I just have to hope that they have no bounce spells or some crap like that. And I guess I'll just keep this in my hand. They don't need to know about that. You don't need to know about that.
He's already stream sniping.
They could be.
Just go to your attack phase. You got nothing. You got no draws. Your hand full of donuts.
Can't tell if they have a burn spell because, you know, playing Violent Outburst is ideally something they wanted to do that turn. Now the burn spells don't really matter because, or do they actually? Okay, let's say I block with Harbinger. No, it doesn't matter. Svaelun will soak up stuff. Well, Ward, but also everything's a 3/3. So Fire doesn't work. Dead Gone doesn't work. I mean, you can bounce with Dead Gone. That's a line. How much would that save them? That would actually save them because they could attack with everything. I block with Svaelun and Harbinger. Svaelun gets bounced. I take 8. Harbinger trades with a Rhino. I only can attack for 6. Well, maybe the game is different. They'd have 2 4/4 Rhinos because one Rhino is going to die to Harbinger, and then Minamo is going to finish them off. Or I guess they could bounce maybe the Harbin. No, they could bounce a Lord. Bounce Lord, but then I don't take nearly as much damage. Anyway, I'm blocking. Yeah. Sort of sounds like they don't have any options. I have to block here. If I let 8 damage goes through and they have Fire, I'm dead, or Violent Outburst will also kill me. Yeah, okay, so we win. Yeah, just a bunch of Violent Outbursts and we win. I found the line. The Merfolk Master navigated the seas perfectly. And they don't even have any Crashing Footfalls left. They've played all of them. We can see them all right here. 1/1. But they needed the... but they used it for the pump spell. All right, we win the match.
Disgraceful.
Moving on to the next. I already knew, though, Tashana's Tidebinder was going to be good in this matchup. The real question is, how well are these cards going to do versus, like, Hardened Scales versus Yawgmoth? Even versus Scam. Like, Scam can still scam you. What else? What is another tough matchup? These are all tough matchups around here. Actually, do you know what? In any of the matchups where the one ring was annoying, it's not going to be annoying anymore. This hand's great. We're going to keep. We won the die roll, which is great.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, come on, jump. Play faster.
They're thinking. Let them think.
They're probably playing a blue deck.
Okay, I'm going to play Mutavault turn 1 because there is a chance I'll attack with it next turn. If my opponent goes Thoughtseize, takes Hexcatcher, then I'll attack with Mutavault because I have nothing else to do. Another Mutavault! Another Ether Vial. What is this? It's called the Mirror. And we have Tashana's Tidebinder, which means when they activate Ether Vial, we can crush them! Super Soul Crush them!
Smiley face.
Yeah, smiley face. Hello. Yeah. Well, hello there, fellow fishy. Ooh, Deeproot Pilgrimage. Yeah, we'll play that. So I'm going to play Otawara, because I don't want to give them Island Walk. So, unforced Island Walk. And then we can play our other stuff off of the rest of this. And pass. So far, our hand is superior to theirs, so far.
When activated Mutavault taps, that'll create a Merfolk.
Yeah, nah, I can counter the activation, but it's not that strong.
No, I mean for you, creating a token. Because it's all creatures.
No, but I have to turn it into a Mutavault first.
And if you do, then you get a token.
Yes, I do. That is an interaction. Okay, they gave me Island Walk. Maybe I'll be kind and give them Island Walk.
No.
Not sure what I'm going to do with this dock hand, because it could attack freely for 1. Like, it's just a free 1 damage. Or I can, like, hamper their mana.
Shut down his Mutavault.
Okay, I got 2 Tidebinders, so...
We'll get rid of the Mutavault.
I think I'm just going to play this island, and we're just going to start building our board.
Time to shut down mutable.
Just remember, this has island walk naturally. And I think we're making several creatures a turn here. And with Hexcatcher, it should be nuts. And they have to activate this Aether Vial at some point. Hexcatcher, sure. We have a Hexcatcher.
Now is the time. Shut it
Oh
down.
yeah, I could do this right now, can't I?
Shut it down.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Yeah.
It happens at upkeep.
Goodbye.
That's crazy. I didn't even think about that. I was waiting for them to activate. Yeah, we could just pass the turn and wait for the damn thing to happen.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, just counter the trigger at upkeep. Oh man, the same thing works for me. Oh, then that means I have to get this Hexcatcher in play right now. Oh no, it doesn't matter. No, they can counter it. Okay, this is awkward. It's a little Akko Taco. Ugh. So you're gonna Tide... Okay, what if you play Tidebinder now? Is that bad for me? Like, not really. Wonder what happens if we trade our own Tidebinders. Tidebinder for Tidebinder, huh? Alternatively, I could also tap down a land, force them to play their Tidebinder. Whatever.
Just play it.
I think I'm...
Who says it even has it?
Okay, thinking. I have a few options. I could take my turn and then tick the vial up to 3 and then just hard cast a Hexcatcher while also simultaneously making them tap. I can tap things down with my Dockhand. Because I have a massive mana advantage here. Like, I am in no rush whatsoever. Although I don't know what the hell I'm going to use the vial on 3 for. Like, this thing is losing value as we speak. The tricksiness of... You could try to Tidebinder there. Do you know what? I'm just not going to do anything. I'm going to just hard cast my Hexcatcher, and then that's it. And if they want a Tidebinder at my upkeep, I'll just activate and put Hexcatcher in play. Which is fine. You want to come? You want to come? You want to go? No, you didn't want to go. Another Deeproot Pilgrimage. Ooh.
Yeah, stack them.
Did not think about that one. And they can't tie... Ugh. What a weird game now.
Just empty your hand.
No, I wish this Hexcatcher was in play. I can't empty my hand. It's not that simple. It's not that simple at all. Okay, let's play... I really want... Okay, I think I'm going to attack with something. And then if they activate Mutavault, I can flash in Hexcatcher. I think that's just better.
If they activate Mutavault, you can flash in the Tidebinder and shut down his Mutavault permanently.
I don't... yeah, I guess it... does it shut down Mutavaults permanently? I don't know. Okay, I'll attack with the token. And if they tap any mana, I can play Hexcatcher. Okay, they do nothing. That's fine. I guess maybe I should have played Hexcatcher there. Okay, we're going to have a play at upkeep. Oh! On non-token. Damn, I would have... I thought I was going to get a token there. I forgot. It's non-token. That's fine.
I think it does stop Muta permanently, says Lord Magicus.
Ability, creature, or planeswalker. No. If they activate it again as a creature, I have no idea what would happen, though. Okay, so we're going to hit this Cavern of Souls. Tap this land. Get another token. I'm going to have other effects at their upkeep, or at least at their draw step. You didn't use any of your mana. You trying to outsmart the Merfolk Master here?
Dream Synergy.
Yeah, it's very important what Tishana's Tidebinder permanently deactivates. It's artifacts, creatures, and planeswalkers, but not lands and enchantments. That's right. been put at a difficult spot. Okay, I'm going to have a stop at their draw step, because if they don't use the mana, I'm going to play Hexcatcher, because I really need to get this Hexcatcher in play. Desperately need to get Hexcatcher in play. Everything is bigger. Another island. All the islands, no island walk lords. I have like no reason to attack with the stupid Tishana's Tidebinder. Okay, let's play another Deep Root Pilgrimage. You want to sack everything on the board for this thing? Nope. But what am I going to do with all this stuff? Can I start attacking with me? I don't want to attack with Mutavault, or do I? So if I attack with... I think I just want to keep stifling my opponent's mana with Dockhand. Like, I have no reason to really do anything here.
Pass the turn. And you know it's Merfolk. They don't got board wipes.
No, I'm not going to pass the turn. I'm going to attack with more tokens. Tokens are... well, so far, we've gotten Deep Root Pilgrimage every single time we have Aether Vial, which obviously is a massive combo. Like, that's a dream combo, right? And... Okay, pass. Do whatever you want.
Stop it, upkeep.
Oh yeah, I've got all the stops at upkeep. Okay, tap. Cavern, not that it matters very much. Oh, hold on. Undo. Check this out. Look at that tech! Oh, look at the tech. We're going to activate Mutavault.
Tap it for the mana you need.
Exactly. We're going to tap it for the mana that we need. Trigger our Deep Root Pilgrimages. And then we're going to tap the Cavern of Souls.
Oh, jeez.
Surprised the Tishana's Tidebinder hasn't been played yet. Look at that. Okay, we won. What do they have in their hand? They didn't play anything. Well, I mean, we shut down their Aether Vial. I think they have Tishana's Tidebinder, though. Okay, card's good in this. Okay, card's good in Merfolk is just anything that affects the board. So Subtlety is going to be good. Dismember is going to be good. What to get rid of? Oh, yeah, Lord of Atlantis I actually think is a huge liability. I used to keep Lord of Atlantis a long time ago, but that was when there weren't like that many good cards to have in the first place. But now we have so many good cards. Side out Lord of Atlantis. We have way more than enough cards for the matchup.
Yeah.
Some other options, maybe Svelune. This is more of a card advantage card. It's like okay, but not that important. I think having lords and anything that affect the board is way more important.
But Deep Root Pilgrimage is bad.
You can attack with the Mutavault and stifle. No, I can't attack. I can tap to add mana with it. Is there anything else I want to do? Probably not.
Okay.
Yeah, King of Redillion had the right idea.
Suddenly Modern is exciting again. I was getting so tired of all the BS. Stupid scam. Doesn't stand a chance now.
Mind you, our hand was very, very good.
And it always will be.
We were on the play. It really looked like they had Tishana's Tidebinder and they just didn't know when was the good time to play it. If they were on the play, maybe we would have got wiped out. This hand is quite fine. We go turn one. We'll just turn one Tideshaper in the blind. Probably a Harbinger. Curve out into Svelune, and hopefully we have like another blue card to just throw out a Subtlety.
Svelune.
Stop them by one turn. Okay, they have their own Dockhand. I think that's okay. Because it has to tap, and it gives us a target for Harbinger, when normally it wouldn't. So I can save one Ottawara. I'll play one Ottawara and save the other one. I mean, I have to play these islands at some point, probably. But just in case I draw a bunch of other non-islands, I can keep these things around.
This poor opponent having to face the best player of the deck in a mirror.
Yeah.
Thank you, the one Jame.
The one Jame! The one Jame! Master of Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! Thanks so much for the raid. I appreciate it.
We were watching your video last night.
Oh, yeah, my brother loved it.
It was pretty funny.
Even though he doesn't understand any of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. By the way, One Jame, that video is said to be a Magic the Gathering video by YouTube. Go in the back and then change it to Yu-Gi-Oh! Otherwise, it's probably showing it to more, I think that YouTube's showing it to more Magic players than Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, which of course, how do you do that? I don't know, DM me later. It's like somewhere in like the details section. It's somewhere there. Okay, here's a Lord. So this is not too bad. They'll attack for 2. And then we can play hard. Like the nice thing is we can curve, which is important. And like they're not going to block with their Master of the Pearl Trident. Like if they want to block, sure. Oh, okay. So I will play an island. You officially have Island Walk. Okay, I will attack for 2. If they want to trade, that's fine with me. They don't want to trade, of course. And yeah, the best thing I think is to play this Harbinger. We'll bounce.
Boink.
We'll boing that thing. It's not the biggest tempo thing, but like, you know, any card, like if they're stuck at 2 mana, then it'd just be backbreaking. There we go. Okay, so they're gonna go. Whoops! Oh no, that was a perfect thing to subtlety. Okay, so they're attacking for 3. Oh, that's awkward. Well, I do have Hexcatcher, so I can attack, see what they do. And if they do nothing, I play Sveloon. Okay. If they want to block, I play Hexcatcher. Okay, so that all goes through. And then we're actually really close to just playing like Otawara on one of these Lords. So we are actually in a position of stealing the initiative, because the next card that they play, I subtlety pitch Hexcatcher, and then I can Otawara Lord, and we just way ahead on board. That is the definition of tempo around here.
No, sorry.
Well, hopefully. They have their own subtlety. This will look bad. First time chatter. Exclamation point deck list. And I got it set up today for everybody. For the last few months, I didn't have exclamation point deck list available. Now it's available.
You're on YouTube.
No, not on YouTube. Only on Twitch. Okay, you're going to attack for 6. So we're like super far ahead. I mean, this is a 2-turn clock just on the board. 1 drop is actually perfect because now I can Otawara for 3 and still add to the board. So let's attack. See if it changes my mind. Probably doesn't. Cavern of Souls changes nothing. I did actually rip a bunch of lands. Now I wish I saved this, but it's not a big deal. There's actually no point doing this right now. Player Cavern of Souls. Oh no, there is a point. Okay, this is an activated or triggered ability, which can be affected by the Tishana's Tidebinder. How would that change anything, though? Okay, I bounce. No, I should just do it.
Yeah, let's just do it now. What's the point?
Attack with everything next turn for 5. No, but then their blocks are good. That's a problem. But what if they're stream sniping me? Then they're never going to attack.
He's got 2 mana. It's turn a billion.
How's Tishana doing? I don't know. Amazing.
Just do it.
Okay, I am ahead. The problem is, oh no, I can just attack with Sveloon. Yeah, and that's not a good block. They can't get ahead from there. Okay, so that's, and then there'll be 1 turn I just go wide. Ooh, that is not the land you wanted. Oh, do what's interesting? I attack with Sveloon. They Tishana's Tidebinder. It loses indestructible. They block with Tishana's Tidebinder, and she dies.
3, 2, 1. That was a bit early.
Tishana's targets the ability, not the creature, and the ability can still be countered. Huh? Well, if they have Dismember up their sleeve, I mean, it's pretty borderline useless. Well, they do have the Dock Hand. All right, they gotta... Can they kill me next turn? Oh, no! I need a Lord. What do I need here? They can just safely block everything. What's funny, I played this Otawara on turn 1, and actually, I really need it right now. That is funny. need to be... Okay, there's a lot of good top decks. Harbinger is a good top deck. Not Deshaun's Tidebinder. I'm not even attacking into anything. And they have to block. Okay. Do you know what's good in the mirror? Merfolk Trickster.
Harbinger.
Oh, that is amazing.
You got the life to pay.
Okay, let's see how they block. I can blow them out.
Something gonna die. Holy moly, you just
No,
take
they
it.
didn't block.
Is he that confident he's got the win?
Okay.
Danger. Incoming pain.
Yeah. So there's no... I should just leave that up. Cast this. Just trying to think. Maybe I should have the land out just in case of Hexcatcher and then pass. So I want to kill this thing, block this. I mean, there's a few ways this could play out that is not favorable for me.
As long as he doesn't have another lord, that's all.
He's 199% playing another lord. That's possible.
So long
Okay,
as
I don't like that land because that means they can play two things this turn. Okay, that card I can do nothing about.
you don't have that other lord, that's all that matters. Okay. So get rid of it one. Get rid of one now before it taps.
I understand why they didn't want to block, because if I have Hexcatcher, they don't lose. And also, if they blocked with Dock... Like, Dockhand looks like a good block there, but if I had anything to interact with the Dockhand... Like, if I had Hexcatcher and they blocked, then they have no chance of winning the game. They have 9 power here, so they can potentially win the game. Okay, so this happens. And then my plan was dismember one lord. Oh, well... Should have waited for me to play Dismember first. And probably I should have done something first. And I think I live. This will have Island Walk. I'll take this damage. But I can block the other Lord now. And we'll do a good old double block C's to make sure it's gone forever. We'll do triple block C's. We'll do quadruple block C's. It all works. It's all good around here. Yeah, I think our opponent should just wait for us to react. I don't think it matters because they don't have enough stuff to pay for the Dismember. It doesn't matter. But, you know, technically speaking, you know, I'm dead on board. I have to do something before they do.
Even out the life totals. Lord!
It doesn't matter. I have more attackers than they have blockers. I have 2 more. Just they're at 2 life. They're going to die.
But you never know.
I bet you would have been able to pick up Ottawa in paper without opponent noticing. Not that that's how I'm trying to win the game. Look, even playing Ottawa on turn 2, I still win the game anyway and the match.
Good game, Hugo.
Good game. Interesting game.
We'll see you in the replay, pal. So we can enjoy your defeat again and again.
The one James says, I changed some words in the description and the hashtag. That doesn't matter that much. And that's fine. But like I once had a problem. I've had a few problems on YouTube where YouTube by default thinks I'm a Hearthstone video, and then
Oh yeah, the little symbol underneath the video.
yeah, it's so dumb because I like mention Hearthstone somewhere in the video. It's like really dumb.
99 times you say magic, but that one time.
Yeah, the one time you say Hearthstone, it just overpowers everything. It's just stupid. I mean, it helps or whatever. Nikachu playing fish. Never thought I'd see the day. That's sarcasm at its best. Okay, I won the die roll again, so we're running really good on die rolls. Hand is fine. Nothing bananas. So very important, like, you know, some people might say, hey, play Glasspool Mimic. What else are you doing for turn 1? But no, you're actually wasting your Glasspool Mimic. I think you should reevaluate on turn 3 if you really want to put that Glasspool Mimic in play. Because really, like, that's a resource that you might want. What if I just keep top decking lands like I do? Then you wasted your Glasspool Mimic. So it's painfully clear to me from the Merfolk community that I think people don't know how to play Glasspool Mimic properly. You have to actually save your Glasspool Mimic as much as possible. You should look at this like it's a cherished resource. Actually, I don't need to keep anything, just end of turn, no matter what deck it is. Took a peek at the 80-page primer, very impressive resource. Oh yes, the Merfolk community is fantastic. A lot of people dedicated to this deck.
It's okay.
What was this? Jetmir's Garden. This is some sort of creativity deck? Maybe, probably. Can't tell. There's a legacy one, that Pixel Tamer. Yep. I think this is creativity. And that is Wrenn and 6. And I hate that card with my guts. And we were countering this because it kills off my Hexcatcher. And who knows? Actually, I'm way less vulnerable to Wrenn and 6 than I've ever been before because I got rid of most of my 1 toughness creatures. But I still don't like it. You get out of here. You're not welcome around here, you stupid Wrenn and 6.
That's one tree I don't mind cutting down.
Yeah, that's right. So now how do we start? I still don't know what this is. I think this is creativity. Whenever my opponent goes like turn 1 weird Triome Mountain into another mountain and Wrenn, it's like, you're a creativity deck, aren't you, you slimy fellow. And against creativity, Harbinger is stone cold worthless. So we might as well lead the charge with Harbinger. We'll play Mutavault, and then I can play a Lord next turn and attack with both Mutavault and Harbinger. Oh, sorry. Harbinger actually does have some value because I can bounce the token from, what's it called? Fable and Mirror Breaker. Arid Mesa is the tell? See, there you go. You know, you get edges from playing... Oh, not you again. All right. You resolve. Okay, how bad can this get? Ooh, I got a Dockhand. Wasn't expecting a Dockhand. Dockhand is great here. Well, it was great a turn ago. I would have played you. And then start tapping down lands. So you can creativity next turn. Okay, I can go Lord attack for 6. They might have Lightning Bolt or, what's it called? The Thing. Lightning Bolt or... I can't remember the card.
Dead gone.
No, the enchantment that removes my creatures for 1 mana. In exchange for having 5 basic land types in play.
Prism.
No.
It's like a shape.
No. Yeah, I know you're talking about prismatic. No, sorry, prismatic ending.
Yeah.
That's not it.
Oh.
It does end things though.
Leyline Binding.
There we go. Leyline Binding. It'll bind me. I'm just weighing my odds of winning if I do this or I do that. Because like they're definitely getting a land drop on turn 4, and they could definitely like quote unquote combo. And no matter what, I'm put in a position where I have to tap out. Okay, hold on. If I play Dockhand, Lord, and then another Lord next turn, I attack for 3. Do I have 13 damage? I have 4, 8, 11. Yeah, I do have lethal if they have nothing. Now, if they play creativity and put that stupid moron on the battlefield, what are my odds?
That dumb, stupid moron.
The stupid moron. I can sack my Mutavault to the thing if I need to.
Could you copy your Harbinger to get the bounce trigger?
Yeah, but it's pointless because the thing is not tapped. Okay, I'm going to attack my opponent because I can't kill Wrenn and 6. And it also, at this point, I don't really care that much about the Wrenn and 6.
It did its job.
It pretty much did its job. Like, if that thing resolved and took a land, it's possible our opponent keeps a 2-land hand and can't do anything with it. Like, they have kept a 2-land hand, you counter Wrenn and they're screwed. But they, like, played a 3rd land drop, played Wrenn, ticked it up, got another fetch land. Like, they got everything that they need. Does my brother play the game much? Well, I don't know. Ask my brother.
If you want to sponsor my tournament playing, we can make that happen.
Well, sponsor my brother. It's fine.
It's what 8 ticks for league
in the
on MTGO.
free version? Oh, sorry, on the in the friendly leagues. No, it's like less. It might be 50. It might be 5 ticks, maybe 5 ticks.
You give my brother the 5 ticks, I'll play. We'll record the whole thing.
Okay, so I have to sack something. They're gonna gain some life. Okay, it's a race against time. In this situation, what is more important, the Mutavault? Maybe the Mutavault's more important. Mutavault is slightly bigger, so I could get rid of Dockhand. Because I have to sack a creature, discard a card, right? Although if I get rid of the Mutavault and I draw a 1-drop, I can play both cards. So maybe... Okay, what's the clock like? They're going to go to 14. I obviously can't attack for 14. This is 4, 8, 11. Okay, so maybe this is inconsequential. This is not that important. I'll get rid of our Mutavault. Discard Glasspool Mimic. So if I draw 1-drop, I can play Master of the Pearl Trident. And 1-drop and attack. It might still be close. Like, this doesn't attack me immediately. Well, that's very funny. Not bad, though. Now, is there any value in tapping something down? Do you have a white source? You have 1 white source. Okay, let's play our Lord. I can attack for 7. No, but whenever you attack, you get this trigger, so it doesn't matter. I think I should just go all out. All out! Trying to raise creativity here.
Oh, it's that thing.
What thing?
The dragon.
Yeah, this is it. There's only 1 more turn left. And we need a lot of things to go right for us. They like need to have no removal. They need to have no nothing. I think I'll still get rid of...
Can you activate Muty?
Okay, hold on. Yeah, do I want to get rid of Mutavault here? It's worth it. 1 extra damage. And maybe it's worth it, too. This naturally has Island Walk, which doesn't matter. They could go Creativity and hit the Archon again. Hit 2 Archons, in fact. Yeah, just in case is any 3-drop worth it? Tishana's Tidebinder, I guess. Okay, I'll activate Mutavault again. And sack it. I'm just trying to think of my top decks, because like if I draw a 3-drop and have Mutavault, well that sucks. Oh, and I should have calculated. What if you remove a Lord? Yeah, maybe I should have got rid of this, because if they get rid of 1 Lord, they live. Oh, I screwed that up.
Big if, though.
No, it's a pretty good assumption. Oh, no, that's not true. If I had the Lord... Sorry, if I kept the Mutavault, it was just a 4/4. And if they get rid of one... If I sacked this, got rid of 1 Lord, then it was enough. I mean, they need a blocker here, which they'll get with Arid Mesa. Actually, if they sack the Arid Mesa for a blocker, then I still get in the 6 damage that I need. They need removal here. Or another Indomitable Creativity.
3, 2, 1.
Thank you so much, Zintras, for subscribing with Prime. I love it when people give me Jeff Bezos' money.
Bezos bucks.
Where's the... How many primes have we gotten today? How much primes have we been farming? Not that many primes.
1.
Another creativity. Yeah, okay, so I will not come back from this. We're dead. Too bad, so sad.
Yeah.
Got goldfished. We're going to bring in Force of Negation. And that's about it. I think Deeproot Pilgrimage will be a very good card in this matchup. You can feed it to the Archon, but it puts a lot of stuff on the battlefield. Harbinger is a bit dubious in this matchup. Dockhand actually might be good. Dockhand would have been great if we got it earlier. We got it on the very turn. That was useless because then our opponent could creativity immediately. We need some number of Hexcatcher to buff our stuff up. Tashana's Tiebinder actually looks insane because we can counter the Archon trigger upon resolving. And that's about it. Okay, submit.
Move history stuck.
A matchup where Trickster is probably better than Harbinger? Nope. Not really. Like in that game, they just wouldn't attack with their Archon, and they would just still like Archon for 2. Maybe. Well, no, but if that, maybe it would have been better there. The problem is Trickster is just a very weak card, like overall. Like you can find like, well, it's a little bit better here, but like, is it good? Period. And the answer is no. That's the problem. Trickster stopping the Archon removes a sack. You don't want the Archon on the board in the first place. So you're like describing a situation where like Trickster is maybe can save you when you're like far behind. Like our opponent had no removal. If they had any removal, which they do, they have Lightning Bolt and Leyline Binding amongst other things. We could have gotten easily wiped out, but they didn't. So they had to depend on other stuff. We're gonna keep this.
The ship already hit the iceberg. It's gonna sink. Trickster isn't gonna save you at that point.
Oh, this is cool. Okay, so we have Dockhand. We have the Dockhand Pilgrimage combo.
They mulliganed.
Why do I immediately think Marrow Harbinger whenever people mention Harbinger? Because you probably like Marrow Harbinger, that's why. Starf Island, Dockhand. Dockhand is great in this matchup. This plus Deeproot Pilgrimage, I hope that this is going to be a combo. If they don't have Ren and 6, like they're just going to get destroyed by this thing.
There'll be no wind.
Okay, Merfolk. We'll immediately get the Pilgrimage out. Get this thing active. Hopefully. Oops. This is not a creature spell. Not Kindred.
They could have made it a Merfolk enchantment, though.
They could have. They chose not to. All right, we got some value. Also says something about their hand. They don't have Lightning Bolt in it. So they're going to be in a world of pain. We should be a little scientific about our analysis of Trickster and Harbinger. I think generally Harbinger might be better than Trickster right now, but we should keep track of the cases where one is better than the other. Part of being a good Magic the Gathering player is being able to generalize how well a card will do over a broad range of situations. Like, yes, you found out in that very moment, Trickster might have been better, which actually is not true because I had Trickster at the beginning of the game and I would have just played it like the Harbinger anyway. So it actually would have been equally as good as Harbinger in that case. It would have been better than Harbinger if I top decked the Trickster instead of top decking a Harbinger. Oh no! Our combo has been dismantled.
Oh, lame. They can take that.
Yeah. But you're basically trying to figure out, like, you might be right, maybe, but I'm not convinced.
He's saying we should be scientific. Maybe we should get some little beakers and tubes.
Yeah.
A little Bunsen burner.
Damn it, we don't have squat on the battlefield right now. Okay, I am going to tap. I'm hoping to top deck some stuff.
I do want a little science set.
Okay, I'm going to play another Dockhand. Okay, we're going to keep them off of... what to do here? This is Leyline Binding mana. This is black mana. I don't even know what to use black mana for. But I know they use red mana no matter what. Pilgrimage with Hexcatcher feels good. Oh yeah, this is absolutely insane. So when I evaluate Trickster versus Harbinger, like I'm trying to consider every situation where Trickster and Harbinger generally get played and how does it even help me win the game here? Like versus that in that last game, maybe it would have won the game if they had stone cold nothing else in hand, maybe. But it is a maybe. It's a big maybe. Land. Okay, good. We got a land, so I can play Hexcatcher. I just have to keep them off 4 mana. I think that's fine. So I will attack with... They still didn't bolt this thing on turn 1, so I'm just going to assume they don't have bolt. Actually, I could also play Tide Shaper here. That's not terrible.
Pump them up. Or not.
Do I play Tide Shaper here? Like, that hurts them, too. That's
Tide
also
Shaper
a white
plus
source.
Dockhand.
Yeah, maybe I don't need Hexcatcher yet. Because they can't do anything. This is not a bad play. And then we save the Hexcatcher for when it matters. We save it.
Put it in the bank.
Do you have a removal? Hopefully not.
Stop it, upkeep.
We're chipping away with them Dockhands. We're just chipping away. Okay, we hit the white source again. I don't trust these leyline binding white sources. I don't trust them. Oh, you're done with the BS, huh? What is this? Better not be an instant speed board wipe. I would hate that. What is this? 3 mana? I'm like so confused. What the hell? Oops, no, hold on. This is not the right one. What is 3 mana at instant speed in a creativity deck that requires red and double blue? Oh, maybe they have their own Tide, but maybe. No, they can't. They can't have any creature because then they would creativity into it. Oh, Prismari Command? That's possible.
Oh, there it is.
They got rid of this thing. Okay, well, it still ate up their entire turn. Fine by me.
I'd like to call Mark Rosewater.
Oh, they get the treasure. Yeah, that's true.
We can ask the audience. Phone a friend. Philbin is dead, isn't he?
What did they do? Oh, they drew cards, discard cards, because they had Spell Pierce. What do you have Spell Pierce still in your deck for? What's up with that? We got a Lord. I'm thinking. We have Tidebinder. You fetch, I can kill it. But then I'm pretty vulnerable if you play another fetch, sack, combo. Yeah, I can't beat that. You want to kill my hexproof guy? You want to do it? Yeah, looks like you want to do it. You can do it. Whew.
Token versus token.
Basically. Okay, upkeep. I'll tap something down. And then we'll play a... Oh, you know what? I should have just Hexcatchered the thing. I would have kept my thing. Oh, that was silly. Yeah, I could Hexcatcher, just keep dealing extra 2 damage. It's not worth that much holding it back. Nikachu, was wondering where you were since release. Well, I'm right here.
No.
You satisfied? Teferi.
Let's slow things down.
Yeah, we'll slow things down. We're going to
Fortunately,
do
he
bounce the ley line. Okay, I will play my instant speed card. And I think I'll just let them do whatever they want with this. Or maybe not. I can double counter this thing.
Yeah, you could.
Double counter, start getting on the offensive. Do you have the combo right now? No, I made a huge punt. I should have played this last turn. I would keep my token. We would have like way more resources on the board to like even counter this. That was just a stupid mistake. I think tap this thing down, still have something for creativity. The problem is I'm a little siphoned on mana, and they have tons of mana. They have basically as much mana as they could possibly want. Okay, I'm just gonna let it resolve. If they bounce my Hexcatcher or something, I'll attack the Teferi next turn. And that's not what I expected, but sure. Maybe they have an answer to Dockhand. Drawing lands, which is good.
Let's slow things down.
Yeah. I'll start by just attacking the Teferi, I guess. It has Island Walk, and you have an island. That's the bottom line here. Svaeloon is a bit clunky here because I want to hold up Tishana's Tidebinder. I guess what we're going to do is we're going to play Dockhand. Like, we're very close to killing them. And if they tap out, then we, like, Tishana's Tidebinder, Lord of Atlantis, and I think that's lights out. That should be lethal, right? That's like 3, 6. Yeah, that's lethal. So if they go for a victory, if they go crack, when the Archon of Cruelty hits the play, I hit like Tishana's Tidebinder, the ability.
You neuter it, cut its balls off.
Yeah.
That's it.
Do you want Grok? They probably should have got the treasure. But maybe not. It looked like their hand was garbage. Well, they got rid of a Dwarven Mine there. Ren and 6. Evil! Okay, hold on. What can happen here? Okay, this is fine. If they try to snipe Hexcatcher, we just counter it. And you turn into nothing. And then, like, Hexcatcher here does give us insurance versus a creativity. Well, they can fourth line creativity, but then we'll counter it with Hexcatcher. Because we can still sack a random Merfolk, counter target non-creature spell, unless they pay 1. When we just sack 1 Merfolk instead of many. Welcome to the future, old man.
Yeah. Ha.
Man, I like I said, I've been waiting forever for a card like this. Like, I know that was a good card. It was a good card in all the history of Magic. We finally have it.
Wizards is listening. They have
Yeah,
a microphone in your toilet.
What is this? Another Ren and 6. Do I care? I mean, technically I do. Okay, so I'm going to lose Hexcatcher. If I lose Hexcatcher, can I attack for the win? Not really. Hold on. 4, 8. Maybe that does win, because they need to have a Dwarven Mine in their hand. Otherwise, they have to crack a fetch land to get it. Like, if I deal 8 damage, that's basically lethal. Like, that is lethal, effectively. So do you think Pilgrimage is the new staple for Merfolk? I don't know. Probably. So far with Aether Vial, it looks great. Without Aether Vial, it's not as exciting. But we did... Did we win, though? We didn't even win the last one. Yeah, I don't want to lose 2... If I have to sack 2 Merfolk to keep Hexcatcher alive, it's, like, pointless. Because I lose 2 more resources. I can just ignore Ren. So... Idea is play Lord. Hopefully I draw a land so I can play Svaeloon and Lord. Have it all protected.
That would be sick. Land, 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 land. Boom!
Okay, we do got the land. Play Lord. They go to 8, and then they have to... Oh, they can just bring it back with Ren and 6. Okay, so they bring it back with Ren and 6. They fetch. They... Because they have a Dwarven Mine in their graveyard.
So you gotta kill him now.
So what are the options? One option is kill Ren. Attack for as much as I can? That's a fine line. Attack for 6. They go, even if they go fetch creativity, like, they still lose. Like, I just have too much stuff. Okay, this will attack Ren. This will attack them. This will attack them. Bring them 8. Well, like, hold on. If they go, even if they bring back Dwarven Mine, play it, creativity for 1, is that even a good line? Let's see, hold on. Like, maybe I do put them to 1. Like, they go up to 4, then what? What can they even do with that? Because if I attack for 6, I go to 3. I have to sack a Merfolk. I still have 7 damage on the board.
Plus ward.
If they have another Ren in 6, it's useless. Yeah, I have ward. I have everything. I take it back. I'm going to attack them. Because if they have creativity and a piece of interaction for Lord of Atlantis, that's a problem. So, all attackers at them. Charge! 8 damage. You go Dwarven Mine into something, like it's easier to pull off the last 4 damage, I think. This does nothing.
Yeah, because you can't pay the ward cost.
Oh, they're going to take Svelun. That's fine.
Can't ward itself.
Well, it's not fine, but whatever. I'm going to live with the consequences. Okay, creativity comes into play. Like, I'll just sack a Dockhand, and hopefully that's enough to win the game. Okay, that does nothing. Oh, they're dead. They're dead.
Let's speed things up.
There's nothing
Go to
you
game
can
3.
do from this point. And sure, bounce. There's no way you're surviving here. Do I think Pilgrimage is a new staple? I already bought my I guess your play set out of the Tidebinder, but I was unsold on the enchantment. Well, the enchantment is cheap. Don't worry. It's very, very good. Time will tell if it actually is a staple, but it looks like it's going to be a staple. It's a very unique effect that gives you hexproof creatures.
What was he trying to do?
Our opponent was just doing things, and they played out their hand to see what it would look like at the end, and at the end they evaluated, okay, this sucks, I lose.
What's the second voice I'm hearing? It's in your head.
No, second voice? What are you talking about? There's no second voices around here. Okay, this hand is okay. Dockhand is a lot better if they don't have Ren in 6.
Nikachu cute brother. Also called Apollo. What?
With this 2 edition of 4-color control feels a lot easier. I have no idea. I have a feeling 4-color... I actually have no idea, because I think 4-color can still steamroll you with the right hands. I'm going to keep... This hand is not exciting, because I don't have a single 2-drop, but I'll keep it anyway, because we can slow them down, potentially, with Dockhand. But, I mean, if they got Leyline Binding, or... this is less exciting. I'll start with Cavern Souls. I can't remember if they play with Mystical Dispute, but I think they do. One good thing is I can at least Tishana's Tidebinder on turn 2 freely, stopping their good turn 3 plays. They got Ren in 6 again. That's so annoying.
Maybe not.
Oh, Prismatic Ending? Okay, I'm fine. Well, I'm not in love with that. 2-drop! That's not a 2-drop. Well, that's sad as hell. Okay, play land, pass. Because what that means is, like, if I want to play Svelun, I have to tap out. Can you explain why Pilgrimage is better with Aetherval without it? Because you're not tapping out. How do I put it? Okay, I'm Stone Raining them. They've cracked that fetch land, it's gone. That's right, you think twice about that fetch land. Think not twice, not thrice, but trice. Okay, so I will play something here. Actually, do I? Cancel. Maybe cancel. There's a point where Hexcatcher feels like just a sitting duck out there. I can't even attack with the Hexcatcher. Now I'm thinking, do I just keep it in my hand and then wait until I can play a Svelun and then play a Hexcatcher? Mm-hmm. Replay will be on YouTube tomorrow, at least for the first league, which is this one. What do you think about Moth Dust Changeling? I think it's terrible. Anything that has 1 toughness is very, very close to unplayable. The only thing that we're playing left is Hexcatcher. 1 toughness, forget about it. That's why Silvergill Adept isn't playable anymore. Now, the longer I think, it's like, they know I've got Tidebinder in my hand. The problem is, even if I play Hexcatcher, it doesn't do anything, because I can attack and they just play their stupid dwarf and they block it. Okay, Dockhand is nice. Next turn, I'll probably have to play Mimic as a mana source. That's right. I'm coming after your lands. I'm coming after your lands. I mean, there's an outside chance I just let creativity resolve as well. Oh, they don't have any more lands.
He's not cracking these things. He knows.
Oh, that's great. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted. Fortunately. If I play Ether Vial, I don't have Dockhand up. They might have Leyline Binding. Okay, well, I'm not going to tap anything down with this because I am going to play my Ether Vial. That's so backbreaking. Okay, no. You get it. Wow, that is like almost no targets, and they were on the play. Well, I guess on the play it's better. So I'm playing Glassbowl Mimic because if I draw land, then I can play my Sveloon and hold up Tidebinder at the same time. Tap their fetch land, and then you can play Hex. That's not... They have 2 fetch lands. I tap one, they still have one other one available. Will you play Tidebinder and Pilgrimage and Legacy? Probably eventually, but now these are such... My priority is usually Modern. I was moving to Legacy and Vintage. Oh, what did I do that for? Ugh, talking to chat. That was awful. I should have destroyed that stupid thing.
Well, you can now.
No, I can't. I guess that was a test. And I failed. Well, if they tap out, I can still play Hexcatcher and then screw them.
More.
Yeah,
Yes.
went all in. Okay, I have to counter this. Because if I don't... Okay, hold on. How do I do this? Yeah...
Maybe more useful on the board as a 1/1, as a ++, a lord.
Guess I'll get rid of the dock handle. I'm not thrilled about this. Yeah. Tidebinder's going to get a lot worse. A lot worse. Okay, land. Land would be good. Not land.
Not bad.
No, it's bad. It's bad because it's not useful. Tidebinder's worse here because if they target 1 token, I can counter it. If they target 2, I can't. Like, I can counter one of the stupid things, but not the other one. I guess we just play Tideshaper. On... Do I have a white source here? Okay, hit the white source. So awkward. And pass turn. I really have no idea if I'm even playing properly here. Like, maybe I'm just playing way too passive. I am saying, you know what? I'm really looking forward to throwing this Tidebinder out and hitting anything. If they play fetch, crack, gone. Just 1? Oh, that's great. Okay. Okay, I can beat 1. Oh, because they had to play around the Hexcatcher. That's hilarious. Okay, so yeah, we're going to let that resolve. And then we're going to counter this. And then that Archon turns into a 6/6 nothing. Well, it's still a 6/6 creature. It's not pleasant. But at least I get to use the Tidebinder, and then I can finally play my, like, Sveloon. Start, like, you know, getting something going in this game. Lord would be great here. Lord crack for 1 million and play Sveloon.
Oh!
Oh, that was back-breaking. Oh, damn it. This was the island. Okay, let's play Sveloon first. It's counterable. If they want to counter it, sure. Okay, and then we'll play this. It's basically over. Ooh, tight play. Tight play. Wins the day. Is this lethal? It's very close. It's 5, 9, 11. Holy crap.
There.
Tishana's Tidebinder is basically carrying us to victory. Single-handedly. Okay, what can get them back? I guess they could Archon. No, they can't Archon for 2. I still have this Hexcatcher in play. I mean, they're dead. They're just stone cold dead.
Yep, he's done.
We won the match. Patience! What is this, turn 8? Do you see how I play? Do you see the patience that I put against this Archon of Cruelty deck? It's the patience that gave us the victory. All right, we move on to round 4. We're doing great. We're 3-0.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Is there a trick bind on any other creature in the game?
No, this is very unique. Oh, sorry. There are some effects, but not like this. Like enter the battlefield, counter this thing. There are some cards where you flip it up from being face down, and they can counter stuff. Damon X Wind. I just beat Fish with different Archon of Cruelty deck. Well, you didn't play against me. Not that I feel... Well, I really do like that we got Tidebinder for the Archon of Cruelty matchup, because I didn't feel great about this matchup. Like, I did win against this deck, but not like... But there are so many games where I just don't win. Like, it's not... Like, it's a matchup like, okay, I'm fine playing against... Maybe it's like 50-50-ish, but I'm not, like, super fist pump confident playing the matchup, because they do have a good chunk of removal, and they can just counter you out of nowhere. What about one of Riptide Laboratory to bounce and reuse the Tidebinder? Very unlikely. That's way too mana intensive to make work. If you look at most of our games, we're just tapping out constantly. Okay, here's a great example of where Deeproot Pilgrimage might be stone cold trash, because we are on the draw. We have no 1-drop. I might mulligan this. I mean, I don't know what our opponent's up against, but, like, you know, we don't curve out very well. Doing nothing on turn 1 is pretty sad, and I don't even know when we play this Pilgrimage. I'm going to mulligan this hand. It, like, looks fine, but we just have no turn 1 play, and it's just too clunky. Okay, this has a turn 1 play and Pilgrimage. I can keep this, and I think we'll get rid of the Glasspool Mimic. Glasspool Mimic looks like it's like basically a land. Keep Pilgrimage. Alright, Misty Rainforest turn 1. Into an island. You've already activated our trap card. Oh, it's Living End. We need our 3rd land drop, and for them not to turn 3 kill us. We're going to die. No, not Grief. Because they can now see exactly what we have. Hopefully they're mana screwed. It's hard to tell what they'll take. They might take Tide Shaper. Probably they'll take Tidebinder. Fortunately, Game 2 will be better. Game 2 will be better. Oh, they took the Pilgrimage. That is so weird. I would think as a Living End player, that's the last of your worries. Okay, so I have 2 options. I play Tide Shaper, get the beatdown going. Or I do nothing, hold Tide Shaper to hit the green or red source that they will draw, because they do need to cascade in order to get Living End online. Problem with waiting is they could just play a fetch land pass and I'm screwed anyway. If they don't have enough lands to curve into 3 lands, then playing Tide Shaper on turn 2 is better. I think I'm just going to play the line, like, this curves out better. This makes the best use of my mana, so I'm just going to go Tide Shaper, Harbinger, into, hopefully, Tishana's Tidebinder. Yeah, I'm on Chalice, but Chalice is on the sideboard. So I just have to hope they don't curve their lands out. It did not work out at all. Look at the top 2 cards of your library, put one of them into your end, put the rest in your graveyard. So now I need another Tidebinder. I got another Grief. I have no idea what they're going to take. Oh, actually, I sort of understand now why they got the Deeproot Pilgrimage, because that's pretty useless when they go off. Okay, come on, Tide Shaper. I want another one. We got another Tidebinder. All right, attack for 2. Okay, we're really banking. We're really banking they have like a Troll of Kazakh Dune in their hand and they can't actually do squat yet. Like they can't Cascade this turn. If they got Cascade, they got Cascade. There's nothing we can do about it. They don't! They don't! And we top deck a Tidebinder. Oh, they're screwed. All right, playing Tide Shaper on turn 1 was genius, ladies and gentlemen. And they are going to be big sad, big upset with what I got to show them. But I mean, if they have another Cascade spell, we're still strictly dead.
What's this deck?
Huh? It's Living End.
Oh. Oh.
Good old Living End. Okay, go for a cycle. Oh, they don't have a second Cascade spell. Because they play Generous End.
Got them river winders going.
Yeah. What, they don't have... Oh, no, they have Cascade. They just have Violent Outburst. That's fine. Are they going to end of turn, or are they going to wait a turn? What are you waiting for? Okay, I guess they just don't have Cascade.
Wow. Look at this board state, ladies and gentlemen.
They just don't have Cascade. Not yet, at least. They either have nothing...
You forgot to say good luck, have fun.
That's okay. It's really bad to say it now. When I forget to say good luck, have fun, it's just so awkward. Did they just top deck this, or are they just waiting on it? It's a little sus if they wait like this. Okay, so we're gonna Tishana's Tidebinder with the thing. Interesting, they didn't, they tapped their blue source, because these decks usually play main deck Mystical Dispute. Usually. Alright, what are we gonna bring you? Okay, we're gonna bring Subtlety to hit Grief. We're gonna bring in all the Chalices. We're gonna bring in Force of Negation. All the 1-drops are good. Harbinger's absolute stone cold trash here. Deep Root Pilgrimage, I also is assuming is stone cold trash here. Take out 1 Svaeloon. I guess that's it. Yeah, I'm fine with this. I don't think I want to spend time to play Deep Root Pilgrimage at any point in this game. Is there anything else I want? Dismember, no. Spreading Seas, no. Okay, Submit. It's always good to win the first game because, like, post board, like, Living End is still a super powerful combo deck. They can just sometimes rip you apart. Like, on the play, Grief twice, cycle a bunch of Ents, Living End, you're dead. They had a massive power upgrade with all these cycling lands. It's a huge power upgrade. But maybe it comes at the cost of winning by turn 3 because, like, they needed it by turn 3. Geez, I was going to recommend conceding to the Grief so they didn't see what you were on. That might be useful to some players. That is stone cold useless when your name is Nikachu on the internet. Completely useless. What's Curse Totem for? Food decks and Hardened Scales and Yawgmoth. This hand's not exciting, but I still get a few Lords. If I counter one thing with Force Negation, that's fine. I just have to hope it doesn't get hit by Grief. And hopefully we top deck some useful stuff in the first 2 turns. I got another Force Negation, so I don't have to sack my other Master of the Pearl Trident. And here come the Ents. They're just going to Ent me up.
Like the tree things?
The tree things, yeah. Or the something of Kazakh Dune. Those are really good cards. Yes, yes. Take damage. Damage! You love taking damage. The generous Ent. Very generous. Generously giving you forests. And 5/7 reach creatures. Okay. My Master of the Pearl Trident has a date with a Mystical Dispute, unless I top deck Cavern of Souls. You have a date with a Mystical Dispute? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Oh! I'm just calling all the cards today. Beginner's luck.
Beginner's luck.
Although, maybe it's better they, like, Mystical Dispute this card.
Bet you can't call it again. Double or nothing.
Yeah. Like, actually, a problem with this hand also on the draw is that, oh, they're preparing. What do I do? I guess I'm just going to have to play Lord into... Well, I mean, no, I do have Double Force Negation, but it actually looks like they are preparing for Cascade with Mystical Dispute backup.
And you got everything.
But I do set up... Do I set up a kill by next turn? Attack for 3, you go to 14. The next turn, I play another Lord. Attack for 4, 8, 13. That's not even lethal. I do have Mutavaults out. It's actually not the end of the world, even if Living End resolves. I'll have so many things in play. Like, the Mutavaults plus Mass of the Pearl Trident still give me Island Walk, which is pretty relevant. So we're just going to do our best. And we might, like, I'm not going to get killed in one shot by, if they, like, play cycle creature, it won't add up to 20. So I'll have 2 more turns after the initial Living End to win.
You'll have nothing. And you will like it.
That's right. Oh, one thing I didn't think of, they could just do this on my turn. They do it. They choose their turn. All right, Cascade. You got it. You got a Cascader. Oh, yeah, they don't want to wait until my turn because I could have Tishana's Tidebinder. They don't want to even risk it. They have, like, nothing.
Doesn't matter.
They have, like, one thing in the graveyard.
He has to take his shot.
Yeah, I guess so. It's going to be this one int. Yeah, I knew it. I knew they had the Mystical Dispute. Okay, anyway, so we're going to lose everything.
Except your Mutavault.
Yeah, I get to keep the Mutavault, and I still have another Lord. So it just sort of wipes my board. But if they go for another Living End, then they die anyway. Create a food token? Sure, you have food. Very cute. And I'm still attacking. I'm attacking for 3 next turn, and then potentially 6 on the following turn. Like, we are definitely racing this tree.
And you're winning.
So we have a 2-turn clock. And again, if they Living End again, I'm like, sure, we got all these.
Yes, yes. Keep doing things.
Keep doing things, yes. Cascade right now. Oh, damn, they don't want to. So can I die next turn?
Maybe he'll play that 0 mana that wipes your graveyard.
Okay, hold on. So this is 5, 5, 15. So if they have Violent Outburst.
Not anymore!
Let's get that land in play. Get the land in play. Okay, let's, just in case it backfires, I should just attack with 1 Mutavault. Oh, no, it's only 15. No, yeah, this 15. No, it's actually only 10 damage. Okay, so we will attack with... Guess only 1 Mutavault.
Swing for 5.
Yeah, we'll swing for 5 because we're not swinging for lethal anyway. Because I can only attack for 8 most. Is the green 1-drop with Explore not worth splashing? No, it's crap. It's bad because of 1 toughness. 1 toughness is unplayable today, people.
Also, Explorer is permanently associated...
Gain 3 life. Oh, I forgot it's an ability of food tokens, isn't it?
with Alex Bertoncini.
I forgot.
We must never explore.
Yeah, must never explore.
Certainly not twice.
First time seeing you live on Twitch. Usually I'm watching your YouTube content. Really appreciate it. Greetings from Germany. Greetings.
The Kennen Zularen.
Greetings from Canada. Okay, so... Well, now they can force negation... Sorry, they can do a lot of things now. I'm surprised they're not trying to hard cast their creatures at this point, because it's like they're castable now. It's a nice dock hand, but...
Not necessary.
Yeah, not necessary. Now these are lethal, sadly. So if 2 Violent Outbursts, I'm in trouble. Or Violent Outburst plus Counterspell. like force negation. Hopefully that is not the case. What the hell is this? Getting a... oh, okay. That is... well, if they have Mystical Dispute, I'm still screwed. But they can't have... they can't have force negation now. Oh, sorry, they can. Yeah, what am I talking about?
No counters, no counters, no counters, no counters. No whammies. Big time.
No counters, no nothing. You take 5. You probably dead next turn. Also, if you're living at sorcery speed, you are definitely dead next turn. Cycle.
Keep doing that thing.
Yeah, that's what they do. Do you have another Violent Outburst? They've already gone through 2.
One more counter spell. You still got one more.
Okay, they did themselves in. They knew how to do it. We won the match. Oh, good games. All right.
4-0.
4-0. Actually pretty clean 4-0. Yeah, it's basically 3 outbursts or die. What else are their outs were? Oh, not many. I don't know what else that could save them over there. It was a pretty good spot for us. Yeah, Contra might be here for the 5-0 for once. Or the 5-9, as he's putting it.
That's a jump to 5-0.
He was so excited. He's looking for the 5 out of 9. Yeah, we go 5 out of 9 pretty often, you know? That happens. 5 out of 9. That's like, that's what happens after 3 leagues. Oh, no, 5 out of 9? No, that's a... yeah, no, 5-9. 5 wins, 9 losses. I've had some of those days myself. So far, everything's gone our way. I'm curious to know how that game plays out if we don't top deck Cavernous Souls and they just they counter our Merfolk, sorry, Master of the Pearl Trident, but then they can't counter our like force negation later. Yeah, come on, all the keys are next to each other. Oh, I've definitely had some good draws. So like we aren't struggling here. And Tashanda's Tiebinder, we haven't seen enough out of Pilgrimage. Got exiled. Sorry, got discarded out of her hand. I mean, it's clearly not useful versus combo decks, or it's like not necessary. Yeah, Tiebinder. I knew Tiebinder was an instant staple. Like I made a huge Twitter thread about it, and I knew it would be a multi-format all-star. And apparently, it's a multi-format all-star not just for Merfolk, but for other decks. Timebiter being MVP makes blue-red more compelling to me. It doesn't, like, drawing cards is not, like, the be-all, end-all, because, like, every deck plays Bowmasters. I'm more interested in cards that affect the board, not the hand. Although, I mean, Flame of Venor also affects the board with 5 damage, but it's very clunky. This hand! We lost the die roll. I think I'm going to keep it, though. Like, we can play, like... I do sort of need to draw a land, which is weird. I either want to draw a land, or I want to draw a lot of 2-drops, but I'm going to keep this. Having multiple vials on the draw is convenient. Pendelhaven. This is Hardened Scales? Oh, I guess it's Yogg. This might be good? Okay, well, this is getting worse before it gets better. I don't even have that many 3-drops in the deck. Okay, we're probably going to lose this. But maybe not. The only problem with Tidebinder versus Yawgmoth is that, like, if there's enough creatures out, like, if you counter one activated ability, they could, in response, just sack another creature, right? So you have to really get Yogg when there's, like, not even that many creatures on the battlefield, because they can just do everything in response and then kill Tashanda's Tidebinder. Actually, how is this worded? It's not 2 paragraphs. There's the battlefield counter to 1 to activate ability for as long as Tidebinder remains on the battlefield, which it is not anymore. Okay. I can counter this nonsense, though. That'd be nice. Or even this nonsense. All sorts of nonsense. I can counter this nonsense. That is useful nonsense to counter, actually. Okay, let's go. That was a very impressive turn, Yawgmoth player. But have you ever played... Okay, we did draw a third land, which is nice. But have you ever played against 2 Ether Vials? Mm-hmm. 2 Ether Vials? Oh, I could do anything. No. The second Ether Vial. It's the Soul Ring of Merfolk. But I see you have the Soul Ring of Yawgmoth. Yeah, we have a young wolf. Oh my god, they're getting in the red zone. What are you, insane? Do they have, like, nothing in their hand or something? Seems like such a weird line to me. Well, their hand sucks. We've made it to turn 4 unscathed, so that's convenient. What can you do? You can... I guess you can... not Coco, you can chord for 1? Oh, we got a dock hand. That would have been wonderful years ago. Okay, I guess we're going to hold up Tishana's Tidebinder.
For the big one.
For something. I don't even know what I'm going to... Like, I mean, maybe Agatha's Soul Cauldron or something? We're going to definitely take up all the vials to 3. I mean, they have black mana. They have the Delightful Halfling. I could have anything. Anything at all. Da da da. I've waited until turn 4 to play my Rishadan Dockhand, which doesn't look very good for me. Oh, it looks so bad. Okay, let's take these vials up. We're playing patiently. Well, if they have nothing, then we're just lucky that we can play patient up to this point. Another vial. This is useless. Okay, I don't need any more vials. Thank you very much. Well, at least we can play like Sveloon soon. Well, I can't really use this, so I won't. I wonder if they have Grist in hand and they're just not playing it the entire time because they're waiting for us to play a creature to Grist. That's definitely possible.
I forgot
Orcish Bowmasters.
I forgot these things existed.
That technically doesn't do anything to me. Oh, no, it does. Okay, hold on. Maybe I want to Tidebinder this thing. Because it shuts off my Sveloon to some extent, which I hate. Yeah, we are not letting that happen. Thank you very much. Yeah, Vile Tribal. Vile Kindred! Kindred Vile. Turn that Bowmaster offline.
They should make different colored vials, blue, white, red, that somehow synergize with Devotion. They should make different colored vials that synergize with Devotion. I don't know how it works
Oh,
out.
God. So basically, a blue. Make it cost a blue, and then it counts towards Devotion. I don't understand the point of this. So what are you trying to tell me? You have another Orcish Bowmasters. This is what, like, this is effectively like what you're... This is what you're translating to me. There's no activated abilities on this, so exile target card from a graveyard. When a creature card is exiled this way, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control.
Bring in a Sveloon to just bump it.
I think I'm just going to take the 2 damage. It's not a big deal. I'm pretty sure they have another Bowmasters. That actually makes a lot of sense with their hand. And what I can do is I can place Sveloon attack, and then when it triggers again, I can counter the trigger, and then it becomes a blank nothing again. I am hoping this Sveloon just takes over the game.
Steamroll.
But then hopefully Agatha's Soul Cauldron doesn't get out of hand. Yeah, okay, so there's a Bowmasters here. That's fine. Use the Vial's ability? Yes. I'll put a Svelun in play. And I guess we're going to turn off the other Bowmasters.
Lord, 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 Lord.
Lord doesn't really help us here. I'm going to leave them both on 3/2. I don't need the 3/1. I can always just hardcast Tishana's Tiebinder if I need to. It's not that many 3s left in our deck anyway. Ooh, Deeproot Pilgrimage.
Yeah,
Interesting. So now we can start making the army of a whole bunch of crap. Ooh, I like that. All right, let's get that online. And also we can start tapping things with Dockhand, like this swamp, I guess. All right, I'm just going to attack for 3. We'll turn off the other Bowmasters.
Stack your triggers.
Yeah, let's get our trigger first.
And wood.
So we'll draw an extra card this turn.
As if the hexproof wasn't enough, it has ward as
So
well.
let's see how Pilgrimage helps this matchup, because like this is a bad matchup for us. Although again, let's be serious. Like our opponent is not drawing very well. Okay, I don't want this thing triggering over and over and over again, so I'm going to
Shut it off.
Yeah, I'm shutting it off. You're getting shut down. You're getting shut down here. Because that will just be a perpetual blocker every damn turn. That's what I've hated about... that's one thing that I hate about Bowmasters versus Svelun. It just basically neuters it. Gonna block with your wall? Oh yeah, I guess it's free. Okay,
Goodbye.
Upkeep, tap, and then make a token, and then I can just. I think I can freely. I guess this one. I don't know. That might have been aggressive, but I don't want them to make an army every single turn. Okay, we're gonna make a creature every turn.
You gonna pay that life? No.
This adds black. It's unfortunate, so they can hardcast Yawgmoth no matter what I do. So let's just tap the Pendelhaven. And then next turn we can play like another Dockhand, and maybe we can double these tokens.
And Yawgmoth wants you to sacrifice your board, right? So that's what the tokens are for.
No, Yawgmoth puts -1/-1 counters on my stuff, which is a bit frustrating. We do have a Svelun out, which is not bad though.
Ward.
Yeah, the ward.
Actually, can the hexproof be it?
Yeah, they actually can't touch the hexproof
Okay.
tokens.
All right.
Yawgmoth can't touch hexproof.
Pass the return. Why are you doing that?
They want to attack. So they get to attack. This is going to be awkward. I mean, I don't know. They only get the activated abilities. There's no activated abilities that are important here. And they keep drawing lands. I'm drawing 2 cards a turn and a billion creatures, and I still can't really win this game.
Don't worry. You're about to flip the pancake.
I'm about to flip the pancake. You heard it from my brother. Okay, we got to get this
Always
game
yield,
going
always
faster. Yeah, we'll say always no on both of these. I need a lord. That would be the most
I called for that 3 turns ago.
that would be the most useful, enticing thing. Okay, I can attack with attacking with the tokens doesn't even do much here. Well, soon we can tap a Mutavault to even make even more tokens. So we got that going for us.
All right.
Okay, we did get a lord. That's nice.
Fear my Merfolk army.
I think I'm not going to put the Mass of the Pearl Trident in play right now, because if they have Grist, they play it, they could kill it, and then that sort of blows. Okay, so that is a perpetual
Token generator?
money-making machine.
Where's your
Mutavault has... it's right here.
There we go. Every time you make a token, we gotta ring it in.
So Mutavault right now cannot be activated then tapped for mana because I just put it into play. So I will use this to actually maybe cancel. Because I can, if they attack, I can untap my Spaloon. Okay, so I won't play this thing. Okay, we'll just tap. We're making an army here. You will make a great soldier one day.
He was a soldier. He was following orders.
Is it because blocking and killing turns on revolt? Well, it was like a 2/3 creature and nothing could block well.
Shut it all down.
I guess we hit the Pendelhaven again.
Oh god, a hex catcher right now could just... All those tokens?
Yeah. Noble Hierarch, that's a pretty terrible card. Yeah. I mean, they're just running. Okay, well, to be fair, if they had 2 Bowmasters in play and I had no interaction for it, I'd be just dead. Like, that's just the truth here. I'd just be stone cold screwed. Say hello to my little friend.
Hopefully get another one.
I need a Island Walker, though. Yeah, I'm attacking with everything next turn.
Oh, yes, you are. Come on, let's get another Lord. Just one more.
Yeah, I wonder if they're just counting up the damage. This is worth playing on here.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. One more Lord. And then swing big.
One more Lord is pretty good.
Fattest whack of damage of all time. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Not bad.
What does Ottawara do?
You can bounce something.
Nothing particularly useful. Okay, do I play safe?
No.
Okay, let's see. What can I do here?
Go
I have 2 Dock Hands, which actually can tap down... Actually, I can't tap down enough black mana sources to turn them off mana from Yawgmoth.
Activate
Yawgmoth can't really do much, though. It really can't.
Activate Mutavault. Start tapping some creatures.
I can't tap creatures down. That's not how this works. I tap lands.
I'm tapping to attack.
Okay, how much power do they have? I don't really want to attack with the Tidebinders. I can attack with these tokens. That like does nothing. They're worthless to me. Okay, I'll just okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Our biggest creatures are Mutavault 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm gonna get in 2, 4, 6, 8. So I can't really win here. I'll just attack with
Just keep generating
all my
tokens.
2/2s, and then yeah, I can just generate a ton of 2/2s from my board. I can activate Mutavault, tap 2 things down. Okay. I will attack with all the tokens though.
Oh yeah. We get 1 token from this.
This also should be autoed. Oh, it's even better, Dursty. I can activate Mutavault, tap it to activate... Oh my god.
All right, now I think you should just throw them in there.
Well, I'm going to see how they block. It all depends how they block. How Deeproot Pilgrimage has been? It's been good. I mean, this is nice. In a sort of a board stall. I've been in a lot of board stalls with versus Yawgmoth. Okay, so I'm not going to play the Master Pearl Trident because it doesn't actually win me the game here. I'd rather just save it. Again, if I like... I don't know how they get like 2 Grists on the battlefield, but if they get 2 Grists, I'm screwed. Okay, Young Wolf is coming back. It's a 2/2. I will activate... So hold on. Activate Mutavault, tap to tap this thing. Other thing taps this thing. Okay, I might as well play my last Ether Vial. This is going to be cute. We get 3 tokens out of this. Tap to add a mana. Trigger the Pilgrimage. With that mana, tap your... Okay, does it matter hitting the black source? Black, black. Do you have no more black sources left? Guess I'll just hit the Pendelhaven. Too many black sources.
Tokens are good. Tokens are coming back. We need a Merfolk Blitter Blossom.
This is the Merfolk Bitter Blossom, I guess.
But you don't lose life.
And I guess we'll hit the Twilight Mire. It's funny that it triggers before I've actually
it comes
resolved the ability.
It's just waiting for you.
Well, we're definitely swinging for lethal next turn.
How much damage is this? 3, 6, 9, 12. Oh, it's too high to add up.
Okay, do they get Yawgmoth?
I can't.
The problem is they can't attack. They can't touch anything. Hold on, or do I lose? Pay 1 life, sack another creature, proliferates. They can't touch my hexproof creatures.
Get that Lord in there.
Should I put the Lord in play? Double black. They don't have double black. They have a single black. I think it is time to put the Lord in play, just in case some nonsense happens to me. I don't know what bad thing can happen, but that's what I'll do.
Maybe you could replace your Sphaloon with an untapped one, too?
Yeah, my stuff has Ward, except Sphaloon. Sphaloon does not have Ward. But I don't know. Is there any sort of infinite combo that can happen out of this? They need to gain life somehow, I guess. Or do they have to target a creature? Pay 1 life, put a +/- on up to... Ooh, it's only up to. They've got 1 undying creature on the board. Well, they might just combo off from here. That would be terrible. So I guess maybe putting the Lord in play and smacking for an extra 3 damage might have been worth it. Okay, we'll see what happens. Because they're going to draw a bunch of cards here. I do have a backup Sphaloon if somehow one Sphaloon died, but... Yeah, so like every damage that they take is like an extra damage. Okay, they are going to try to go after Sphaloon here. I do have a backup Sphaloon the moment that Sphaloon would die, though. Yeah, Cord into Blood Artist would kill me. There's definitely ways I can lose from here, which is sad. That's so sad. I'm so far ahead, yet, like, not. Damn bunch of chump blockers on their side. Maybe I played badly, though, because I could have attacked with these Tidebinders at any point. Eldritch Evolution. I don't have Hexcatcher in play. Okay, what does this get? This gets any creature. So am I just dead? Okay, so they have... Is this... No, this isn't life gain, though. I know they can bounce off of each other.
They need 1 more way to gain life.
Well, let's see how lucky we can get. They're sort of running out of mana. I guess they can get some mana with Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Come on, no life gain spell. So if we put this Lord in play earlier, I guess they would have been dead by now.
Got 4. Three.
I can't wait to show him the second Sphaloon. Just when they thought they got rid of Svalin, Svalin comes right back.
Just when you thought the season was over. Quarter bust. 3, 2,
Yeah, I guess they can't play Eldritch.
1.
Or maybe they can. Or maybe they can't. Yeah, Ignoble and Wall. Yeah, so they're gonna use this to get mana. They're gonna put on the Wall of Roots. That's funny.
Damn, they got it. No!
Yeah, so I guess if I put the Lord in play earlier... Well, I don't know. I might have been just playing too passively here. Not thinking that Yawgmoth could kill me. Or top deck Yawgmoth could kill me. Getting black. What do they need black for? Or just for Blood Artist?
No! I don't care.
But I don't understand why they don't dig a little bit deeper. Like, I have 2 more life. Okay, whatever. I don't care. We got the W. That's all that matters around here. Okay, I don't even know how to play against this deck now that I have, like, Tashanda's Tidebinder. It's like a complete... Okay, I know I do want Spreading Seas. Like, having Island Walk. Like, if we had Island Walk a long time ago, we would just won.
My favorite card.
Dismember for, like, Bowmasters. Okay. I like the idea of Dockhand. Or I have no idea, actually, how good Dockhand is in this matchup. Maybe it's not good. Pilgrimage did something, but I don't know if it's that good. I'm feeling Harbinger. I'm going to take a chance that Harbinger's not that great in this matchup. I don't mind Subtlety, but I don't think I'm in any position to race them. Especially, I don't know. On the draw, it just feels like card disadvantage. I feel like they drew Artist tap for black, but forgot they kill Geist. They had the second mana. Oh.
No good.
Don't forget to curse. Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. Look at that. What the hell? This is exactly what this is in the deck for. We do have some activated abilities, but obviously they have better activated abilities than us. So, I mean, if it shuts down the Dockhand and the Hexcatcher, I'm fine with that. You know, like, that's a deal. Yeah, you got it. So maybe with Curse Totem in mind, maybe I'll get rid of some Dockhands. Especially on the draw, it's a bit clunkier. Oh, hold on. Pilgrimage is clunky on the draw. Okay, let's get rid of some Pilgrimages. Do you know what? I'm going to keep the Dockhands. I just get a sense like this card is just worse. Like, if I had multiples of this on the draw, I would be pretty unhappy about it. And, like, I'm not going to be in a position to win or anything here on the draw. Also feel like I should have Subtlety on the draw instead of the play. Anyway, we will... Can I race? Can I have a racing plan? Get rid of maybe Svaloon, bring in Subtlety. Whatever. Subtlety, like... I've had games where Subtlety has won. I've also had games... Like, here's a problem. Post-board, this actually becomes more of an attrition matchup than it looks. Like, they bring in more removal, and 2-for-1ing myself with Subtlety sort of really sucks. Not to mention that, like, Bowmasters itself is sort of a removal spell as well. Maybe less so now, because I have less... what's it called? I'm less vulnerable. This hand is okay. Yeah, we can work with this. We'll keep. Actually, 2 Svaloon. Bit clunky, but whatever. We're probably going to go turn 1. I don't know. It depends on what they do. Actually, do you know what? Yeah, if they go turn 1 Dork, especially if they go to 4, we'll just dismember it. And then we'll go turn 2 Tide Shaper. And then that's a pretty good way to curve out.
5-0. 5-0.
Okay, they mulligan to 3. You people can't see chat. Our opponent has mulligan to 3.
Powerful 3 cards in all of Magic.
Better be. Oh, nothing. They choose to do nothing. Dismember into Shaper will go... Yeah, it's very close to GG. Okay, we play our Manamo. Pass. If they go like Wall of Roots, yeah, that's easy. Oh, get Arbor Elf, please. I should have a stop at my end step just in case.
Always.
Oh, they have nothing. Okay, so they're saving for the good stuff. I wonder if they just kept like Yawgmoth and a bunch of lands. Okay, let's start off with Tide Shaper. Hand is super clunky. I'm a Yogg player, but man, destroy him. Take the 5-0. Yeah, that's right. Destroy him! Destroy the Yogg players. Oh no! They've got Bowmasters. Do they have Bowmasters? What do you got here? Yeah, they got Bowmasters. They would not fetch if they didn't have Bowmasters. The Bowmaster is going to kill my Tide Shaper. Because it's not an island yet. I didn't think about that. I didn't really have another good play, though. So I don't mind making this play. If they go Grist, they could make a huge comeback.
Lame.
And like this singular Bowmasters deals with my Svalens. I mean, I guess I'm going to kill the stupid Bowmasters. It's like my best choice with this Dismember at this point. Okay, come on, land. Could sure use you. Ooh, that's actually better than land. Or maybe not. This hand is full of 3-drops. Like, I don't want another one of those games where it's just taking forever to win the game. Maybe I should kill the Bowmasters immediately. Like, if they have Cord, that would not be convenient for me.
It's a thought.
Okay, I'm not taking any more damage from you. Thank you very much. Also, I don't know if they have Veil of Summer in their deck, but I might have been able to play around that as well. Well, so far, this 3-card hand is doing great. It almost feels like they have more Bowmasters in their hand. Land? Yeah, land. Oh, God. That's not what we wanted to see, chat. That's not what we wanted to see.
Maybe you could have mulliganed once.
The starting hand was good. Especially versus a deck that was starting with nothing. Now they could, like, top deck Yogg and I'm dead. Seems like they're deck thinning, though. Oh my god, they have another Bowmasters. They're playing it like that. Yeah, they're going to attack into the Mutavault with another Bowmasters. Okay, so I attack the Mutavault. I block. Oh, I guess they just let it die, then play the second Bowmasters. Okay, versus another Bowmaster. I don't really want to play another Hexcatcher, and I don't have anything to play with my Aether Vial, so I just think I'm just going to wait it out for a second. I got to play carefully. Land, give me a land. That's not a Mutavault. Alright, we got a land. How to use it? With great land comes great responsibility. Yeah, we're going to slam this Svalun here.
And can you use the trick Tidebinder on Yawgmoth's ability?
Yes.
Okay.
But the problem is, like, in response to me countering the trigger, they can sack something else. Destroy target non-artifact creature. Oh, great. Something to use my Hexcatcher on. This is probably not good value. But I don't care. I sort of have to stabilize the board at some point here. I think they either have Bowmasters or like Yawgmoth. But I don't know if they have Yawgmoth because they keep fetching. And if they're fetching, they're thinning their deck. Why would you want to do that? Okay. Assuming they're still assuming the Bowmasters is coming. And we have 2 Tidebinders. Okay. Yeah, that works. You got me. It was a bunch of removal. Like I said, post board, it becomes a little bit more of an attrition-based matchup. Another Mutavault. Well, I'm not attacking with it, and that's going to look really sus. But I don't care. Grist. Sure.
You can shut him off.
Yep. You better believe I'm going to shut that thing off. No! I could say no, and that's why I did say no. You get nothing, and you will like it.
No super.
Okay, they conceded.
Wow.
We got a 5-0 first shot. First try, first win. This is
Final play was a new card.
Contra was
Shut him
even
down.
there for the 5-0. Yeah, okay, so
He gave up fast.
based on the league, first off, we ran well. Let's not dispute that. But Tashana's Tidebinder was an all-star. Definitely was good in every single matchup that we played. She was never bad. Deep Root Pilgrimage also was a good card. Just very convenient. It was very I've been in these board stalls versus Yawgmoth many times when we're in top deck mode, and it was convenient to have Deep Root Pilgrimage on the board to just consistently add to the board over and over again. Probably there was a spot where I could be a little bit more aggressive. Maybe push a few more damage to really guarantee the victory, but I really didn't want to lose my what's it called? I probably should have attacked with Mutavault or something. I didn't want to lose the Tashana's Tidebinders and reactivate those Bowmasters. But anyway, yeah, it was a nice, clean, a pretty clean 5-0. Absolutely did run a little bit well. I'd like to see how. I suspect like this card is still fine in most of the matchups that we want to bring it in, but probably is a little bit worse on the draw, because if you're on the draw, like I'm just thinking in my head, if I'm on the draw and I go turn 1 creature, turn 2 pilgrimage, I don't even know if that's going to help swing me back into the game. If I go turn 2 pilgrimage and they kill my 1-drop, then I might be so far behind I can't even come back into the game. But on the play, it's like going to be good everywhere. And of course, it's going to be better with Vile, because you can continuously put creatures in play while taking a turn off for turn 2. Harbinger over Trickster? Yeah, Harbinger. I think Harbinger is just a much better card than Trickster. I think Trickster is close to dead. Like, you know, whenever I'm trying to look for cuts, I'm like, I want to cut Trickster, cut Trickster, cut Trickster. Harbinger really is a back-breaking play versus a lot of decks. Like when you bounce a Rhino token, when you bounce Murktide, it's a much better tempo swing in my opinion over Trickster. And like usually in the early stage of the game, they're both just a 2-mana 2/2 Grizzly Bear, and it's not really that big of a deal. Okay. That is League 1, but be prepared for League 2 as we dive back in with the new cards in Modern Merfolk. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.